Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Summer Night Swordcraft story. And in this episode, we're gonna go into a fire dungeon to look for our father's sword. His final sword, I should say. Because I think he only has 3 different swords. Well, actually, I don't think we gave the first one back to our mother yet. The second one, anyway. Yeah, we gave the first one, we didn't give the second one to her. Jesus. You know, sometimes I feel like the translation is a little bit off. Overall, the translation is good, but I think there were some times where it felt like a little odd. I don't know, like what's the right way to put it. For the most part, the translation is good for this game, or great even. But there were some points where I just felt odd to me. Like, I don't think I'll be able to point it out, but just like while I was reading it, I just noticed like a certain sentence, and I thought to myself that that seems odd. I don't think many people will notice it. I think it may have been just me like overthinking some things, which can definitely be the case. So. Good question, Sugar. I mean, I would have just said, yeah, tell me the whole story. I'd rather know now than later. I may not want to hear it, but hey, let me listen to it anyway. Oh. Oh. I wonder if Razzie would have come over here if you picked to say Razzie before. Well, taking Amorous' advice, I'll be nice. Because I'm a nice guy, you know. Oh, an earthquake. That doesn't seem like an earthquake to me, to be honest. Like in a lot of games like these, like when they're shaking like that, it's usually something like bad is happening, like an enemy's like coming in or something like that. So I keep thinking it's like an enemy coming in to attack me or something like that. What is the right word for this? Hang on, I'll look it up, because there's I'm sure a lot of you guys know this already, but I suppose I might as well mention it, but I want to know the correct term for the word. Let's see here. No, this isn't the right word I was thinking of. But anyway, words like but and are, I think. People don't often start those in, like when I was young, I was told that you should never start those, put those at the beginning of a sentence, words like but. I think are is one of them, but I can't think of the term for those group of words. So, but after doing research on it like a few years back, it was finally like, I finally learned that you could use those words at the beginning of sentences. It was just that kids were using it at the beginning of all of their sentences, which is why they were told, instead of told to use it less, they were told to simply not use it at all, because they would always use it at the beginning of their sentences, and that sort of, would stigma be the right word for that? But anyway, it just sort of stuck with people, and they were told not to use but or words like that in the beginning of sentences, because they kept using it too much. But instead of using it less, they were just told not to use it at all. So that's some trivia for you. If that's untrue and I've been lied to, then I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. What the heck was that noise? My computer just made the noise that it usually makes when something is either completed, like rendering, or when something's connected to my computer. So that was weird. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Stop talking about grammar and stuff like that. So what? Okay, I think I'm heading. I think I'm gonna go talk to Braun. The thing is that here I thought that since, what is his name? Rondu? Forget his name, but the master guy told us that he'll tell Braun for us, but you still have to go to Braun anyway. The game doesn't, I mean, they'll tell Master Braun, but we still have to go to him before we can actually use the bow, which is, which I find kind of, I don't know what you would call it, annoying, I guess, because the game tells you don't have to worry about it, but you do. I mean, Sugar and Terry will tell you to go talk to Master Braun, but so he gives us a new sword technique, and if you talk to him again, he'll give you a new technique for your weapon of choice. I, of course, being the guy I am, I choose drill, because I need to pierce the heavens. It's kind of relevant to something else that I've done. Oh no, wait, yeah, that is kind of relevant to today's episode of Super Wars, because the episode title is "The Life That Will Pierce the Heavens." So, kind of relevant, kind of not. Oh yeah, here's where I was looking at the spiral ring. At the cost of some defense, I can increase my attack a lot, so of course I equip it, because I'm going to be focusing on defense a lot more than attack. And attack gets raised up on its own. I think it's semi-random, like which stats go up, because sometimes the stat won't go up at all when you level up. It's either semi-random or it's a set amount each level for every character. Who knows? I certainly don't. Like, I know the basic mechanics of this game, but I don't know anything in depth, to be honest with you guys. Anyway, let's make the new drill type. The weapons get real crazy looking as you get the better ones. I think there's a sword that looks like really cool near the end. Looks like, okay. Looks really cool. I don't know why I keep saying like something randomly throughout my sentences. I think it's because I want to say something. I think I want to give a. Oh, I think I want to say like. Oh, I think I want to. Jesus, I want to compare it to something. But then I give up on that comparison, but I still say like anyway. I don't say it too often, but I say it often enough where I notice that I say it without any real meaning, and I need to stop. Because it's annoying me a little bit. But anyway, to get more materials, I, convert my old weapons into materials, because you won't need them anymore. I don't think you will need them anymore. So that's why I do that. I had a bit of an issue with this episode, because the footage in my software just pauses. Like the sound will play just normally, but the footage will be stuck on that one screen where we were talking to Amaris back there. And I thought that I found that my footage messed up, and I thought I would have to, I don't know, replay the game up to this point, and I give it up for a little while. But no, it's just my recording software being incredibly stupid. So I'm gonna hope that if it fixes itself, I'm gonna have to render it and see whether or not it just renders fine. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to like put the footage in, because it happens after the footage stays there for a while after I put the scaling effect on it, which, you know, makes it 16:9, and it doesn't look too bad when I do that either. But So yeah, this is a guy, supposedly Urexa. He doesn't look much like a guy to me, but the hero's a woman, in case you're wondering. I don't know what happens when you press that option, but I didn't know anything, so I pressed I don't know anything, because I don't know anything about this hero. Well, I don't remember anything about this hero. Funnily enough, I remember this fire dungeon, but I don't remember the water dungeon at all, so I don't know what that was about. Like, of course, it was still mostly new to me, but I remembered going there. Unlike the water dungeon, which I didn't remember going to at all. Well, Kagura Volcano, anyway. I remember this part. I think it was because I may have been stuck here for a little while, actually. In my original playthrough of the game. But yeah, Urexa just knocks us out. For whatever reason. And hey, this person saved us, I think. I don't know if this character here, who hasn't told us her name yet, I'm wondering if she's from another Summon Night game. Because I think she may be from another Summon Night game, because I don't think she appears again after this little part of the game here. And she's not a craft knight. I suppose I'll spoil it here. She's a linker. The dialogue later will tell us. Maybe in this, maybe in the maybe not in this episode, but definitely in the next. Well, hopefully in the next. But I don't know what a linker is. I've never heard of that. So I think it may be related to the original Summon Night games, which were, I believe, like SRPGs, strategy RPGs, something like that. Anyway, if you want to go directly to the dungeon, go to the path I'm going. I don't know where all the other paths lead, but I go through this path because it's the right path. I do a little bit of exploring around here, but if when I realize I do too much exploring, I of course run around a little bit. I run away from the battles. But yeah, anyway, the Bastard Sword, I think it was called. It's a bit slow, but it does do a decent amount of damage. The thing is that a lot of the enemies here, when they get close together, they can prevent you from attacking at all, and it gets kind of annoying. I think the baby dragons are the ones that do that a lot, if not these guys. See, I'm skipping here because I'm going around exploring, and I'm not skipping through this area because it's not that large of an area, and I don't want to skip through it. So I don't know if I'll skip through any more of the dungeon areas, because so far they haven't been too long. The reason I skipped a lot of it in the beginning was because it was a lot of the same. the labyrinth, I think it was called. If not, I forget its real name. It's too much of the same thing. They didn't change it too much, which is why I just, because it was the same thing pretty much. You just go down a floor and you just look for the exit. And if you, even when I sped up, you could tell where the exit was, or what I did. You could tell what treasures I found and where I found them in the dungeon. But here, there's a lot of events happening, and it'd be a little bit too annoying for me to speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. And it's an area that we won't be going back to on camera, so I decided to just leave it here. Hey, it's Lubert and Rex. They're working together. Oh no. You know, it's really hard to see that guy's mustache, actually. Does he even have a mustache? I think he does, because a bit of the pixels, like on his face, go a bit off screen, so I think he has a mustache. But it's really hard to see it as a mustache. It just looks like some like shading. Like, you can see it there when he's smiling, because it gave his mustache some black pixels there. But it's really hard to see. Like, you can go through this thinking that he doesn't have a mustache, because he doesn't have one on his, like, sprite anyway. So it's odd, and Rexa goes all crazy-eyed here. Because who knows why. Natsumi here just believes us outright that we're the good guys, which is true, so yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can actually go in here and sleep in here and recover your HP. You might be able to craft stuff with that thing over there, so if you can, then go craft some stuff that you weren't able to craft before. If not, then just move on. Hey, fireman, this guy isn't too difficult. He'll do like I don't know what you would call that kind of attack, but he won't get stunned by you if you just attack him outright. I think if you jump and attack him, he will get stunned, and you could continue to attack him without him being able to, fight back. But it'd be best. Well, what I do is I just block against that weird hammer punch attack. Not sure if it has a proper name or not, so. Yeah, you saw that I did it right there where I jumped and punched him. Well, attacked him, and he got stunned a little bit there. But I don't know if that was just because I killed him, or it was because of the attack. But anyway, for the most part, I do go the right way. Oh, this brute monk may look tough, but he really isn't that tough at all. When he does that like yell is when you have to really block against him, because otherwise he gets stunned pretty much by all your attacks. So yeah, I'd say the sword might be a little bit better for this dungeon than the drill, because you'll see me get into a few battles, if not in this episode, in the next, where I just get infinitely like I get stun locked myself. It might be against this battle with the dragon puppies. They look pretty cute, I guess. Look at them. Look at those dragon puppies. Ah. Yeah, you can see it here that I can't even get an attack in. I say use a sword because your drill can only doesn't attack in I guess different planes. I guess the planes isn't the right word, but it doesn't attack. Like, it only attacks in the same direction you are. It doesn't go upwards or downwards. So it may be best to use a sword for dragon puppies. for these Onibi and Hanya, I don't think it's really that necessary. But do whatever you feel like is necessary. I think I may need to buy more kicker potions just because I'm kind of running out of them. And they're useful in the dungeon, so for a quick heal. Now that chest, can't remember what it contains, but I suppose we'll see what it contains over here. Well, this video is gonna end soon, and I like to end my videos off before like the actual video finishes. So I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.